Dragon Ball Daima Episode 9 has officially revealed the newest villain in the franchise, Majin Buu. Let's talk about this character and my reaction to everything from Episode 9. Dragon Ball's newest villain has officially been revealed, Majin Buu. I am not making this up. That's officially the name of this character, this new Demon Majin character, born from a Cyberman and Dr. Arinsu's spit, if you can believe it. Like, that's a crazy thing. And it's funny because Majin Buu, or just Ku in general, that word means ass, apparently, in Portuguese. So the jokes are just writing themselves, right? And I'm gonna be honest, he looks like shit. I'm joking. That I wasn't actually being honest. But let's be real, okay? This design, it ain't the coolest looking villain ever. And obviously, this is just the first reveal of this character, okay? I am confident that this character will be getting more transformations or more versions of him in the future, okay? He's probably going to start upgrading. Maybe there's going to be some type of absorption or fusion with other, characters or demons or some shit, okay? There's going to be some type of upgrade. This is not its final form, I hope. So, yeah, this is very Toriyama-esque, right? Toriyama has used this type of design all the time. Like, it's like a foundation of something that he loves to do. A character that is very close to the design of this is your boy Kui, okay? Basically, the over-exaggerated lips, okay? We got the thick, juicy lips. You got the line dickhead thing that Hit has. He also has it. Now, this one it's very plain. It's very simple, okay? Which is fine, right? Like, he just, is basically here. Let me just give you a good example of what this character be looking like, right? It's literally a Cyberman fused with Monaka. Boom! That's how you get it, right? Now, the overall base of this character, which we're going to be going over this right here. So, new character, all right? This is officially revealed, all right? Spoilers aside, if you haven't watched Episode 9, go watch it. I know for a fact that people don't even care at this point. Just watch the fucking episode, right? Yeah, created by Dr. Arinsu and the Great Witch Marba, who helped out with it. Majin Buu has appeared, voiced by Tomokazu Seiki, or Saiki? I apologize if I'm mispronouncing that. So they stated, I always aspired to be in Dragon Ball since before I even became a voice actor. Once I pictured my dream, I participated in a few auditions but ended up with a history of failures. That's unfortunate. I finally passed an audition which felt like at long last I got a part. I finally passed. My character is shrouded in mystery. I hope everyone looks forward to seeing me in action. I love that story from this guy. That's awesome, right? Don't let your memes be dreams, okay? That's the lesson of today, all right? I want you to leave this video with something positive, all right? But yeah, I personally don't have a problem with the design. I think it's all right. Again, it's not the coolest shit that we've ever seen. It's like basically Kid Buu's build, right? Okay, but he's got the Cybermen colors and the Cybermen, foundation, right? And then, the face, I don't know what happened with the face with the, purple and shit, and then, the orange lips and stuff. But again, like I said, this is definitely, the first of many transformations that we'll probably see for this character in the future or whatever, right? So here's some more shots of it. Shout out to DBSI for posting these. His is a reveal, whenever he first appeared, it had a cool rainbow sort of effect or whatever, where it started glowing greens, blues, and reds and shit, which was kind of cool. So the goal of this character, what Dr. Rinsu told this new villain, in terms of trying to control him, right? Okay, because the spit is what helped in terms of controlling this character. And something I'm actually noticing that I didn't notice until now. Oh, look at that. He actually has the steam holes on the head. I just noticed that. Does he have that in the other images? Oh, I guess he does, but it's it just looks like little indentions on his head. Okay, so that's what those are supposed to be. Which, again, that's taken from Buu because it has Majin Buu's essence as well, right? So that's actually cool. I like that design choice. So we're going to see probably him do the steam effect. I just noticed that right now. That's hilarious. It's been out for a full day, and I just noticed it, right? Now, this shot of him with the lighting, again, I'm just making a joke. It's just first appearance because of the head and the colors and everything, especially with the face. it's like a golden Frieza kind of look, right? Obviously not exactly the same, but like it just reminds me of golden Frieza. Like if I went like this, I could have, you know, thought that was golden Frieza for a second just because of the colors. But he is the lighting of the entire like composition and like environment that they're in. But he's supposed to be a Cyberman, like green color, right? So aside from like, you know, these jokes right here, let me know down in the comments what you think about the design of this character, the concept of it. The fact that Cybermen are from the demon realm is actually a pretty crazy like reveal slash retcon type of thing. All right, this whole time we thought the Saiyans created him, or it was always from the Saiyans, right? Because that's the only time we see Cybermen, right? So this is kind of like a, you know, this is a big thing, right? This Daima is full of retcons and world building, and that's why I really like it. Some people might not like it because it's like, oh, they keep changing shit, right? Or revealing things that we didn't know before. I don't know. I think it's cool. I think it's just cool to see, like, for example, Dragon Ball Super had some retcons, had a little bit of storytelling and stuff, but for a lot of it, it was let's fight and let's transform. That was like, that's why everybody was so down for it, right? But it's so cool to see so much more expansion and like, you know, explanations for things. I like that a lot. And episode 9 definitely felt much slower compared to the other ones. But after, you know, the reveal of this new villain, things are, you know, ramping up and getting crazy, right? Which is, you know, makes sense, right? We just recently had episode 8, which was probably like the best episode that we've had of Daima so far. So it's like not everyone's going to be a banger, right? But now that I made this joke, right? We now finally officially have a modern version of the big three from Dragon Ball Z in terms of the villains, right? We got Frieza coming back in Dragon Ball Super recently with Golden Frieza. Now he's got Black Frieza, right? Okay, so Frieza is still Frieza at the end of the day. Like, nothing has really changed. He just got a new form. But Cell Max is still supposed to be Cell in a sense. So that's our modern version of that from Superhero, which was a couple of years ago, revealed in that movie. And now they're bringing back a new Majin, which is born from Majin Buu's essence, right? And a Cyberman. So it's Majin Buu and a Cyberman fused together. That's basically what we got going on here, right? Now, I don't think the comparison is great when it comes to like Cell Max and Majin Buu, but it's supposed to be that like modernized version of it, okay? This new age version. Like all the little kids that are watching Dragon Ball Daima right now, they're seeing their version of Majin Buu in real time in action, right? We got their Cell Max, you know, we got the Golden Frieza, so like all these kids that are like born in the past, like, I don't know, like 10 years or whatever, are finally getting into Dragon Ball with their own versions of Frieza, Cell, and Buu, which I think is kind of cool, right? So it's like, what would they even do after this, right? Because these, like I said, this is like the big three, right? If you want to count Vegeta or like maybe even like Raditz as being like the very first initial big villain of, you know, DBZ, I guess you can. And I saw some theories, people were saying, oh, what if at the end of everything, like, Vegeta becomes a villain again? I was like, damn, bro. Like, how many times are they going to make Vegeta bad? Okay, I wouldn't hate it necessarily if they do it really cool again, but it's like, how many times can they make Vegeta bad? Like, we had Baby Vegeta. I don't know if you would even count that, but Majin Vegeta, like, we already had that. Like, they don't need to do it again. But knowing Dragon Ball, knowing how it is, it's going to be all for fan service, you know, and nostalgia. Akio Ioku, I love him, and he does a lot of cool shit, but most of the stuff that he does relies so much on nostalgia, bringing back old villains or old things from the past that were very popular and making them, like, modern, okay? And obviously Toriyama, he's the one that he was heavily involved in Daima, right? So I totally get why he would want to do that as well, because he, you know, obviously he does that too. So it's like him and Akio Ioku, they like to team up and do that a lot, right? But Dragon Ball, it's just been going on for so long. Like, honestly, it's just a part of how it is, right? That's just the way Dragon Ball is these days. Like, they just love to tug on those heartstrings, the nostalgia, right? And like bring it back. And I can't lie, I'm eating it up. So I said, how much you want to bet that the new Majin Buu motherfucker form gonna have a face like this in his final form, right? Now I saw people say, oh, they don't look the same at all. They don't look the same at all. Obviously they don't. They have like different colors, but the general face is there, okay? And what I'm talking about is It's called the sharp eyes. You have the lines going down from the eyes to the cheek to the, you know, chin area. Okay, so you have that like defined like feature. And then obviously they have, you know, like the nose and mouth, right? Like that's like a sharp, like they basically have like a Vegeta face, right? With the lines coming down from the eyes. Like that's like the classic thing that they do for like the final form or like final boss of a character, okay? Because like you remember Moro, he didn't look like this. Moro looked like a fucking goat, and that was awesome, right? And I don't have a problem with this design at all. Like I never did, okay? I saw some people say like, oh, you're saying like look, it looks bad or whatever. No, it's like I'm fine with it. This is just how a lot of the villains look, right? But I was making a joke because it seems like a lot, and I know Hit's not a villain before somebody shits themselves in the comments. Holy fuck, he's not a villain. He's not a bad guy. It's just like that, you know, opponent, the opposing side of Goku and friends, right? Like they usually do this type of design. And it's funny because SLOplays, nobody fucking knows who this is unless like you play Dragon Ball Heroes. And I think this guy was cool, right? I loved his design. I thought he looked sick. He was like a fusion between like Cooler and I guess like Hit or something like that. I don't even know. But yeah, I have a good feeling because Majin Ku is already showing signs of that. He's got kind of that same type of design. He doesn't have the lines coming under the eyes. It's more of like on the side of the face, right? But like he's showing signs. He's definitely showing signs that it could potentially look like that. And honestly, if he had a normal mouth and like a nose, that would definitely make him look probably cooler in my opinion. But at the same time, it's like, again, too many villains do that. I hope that they make the design look a lot crazier, you know, if he gets more transformations and stuff. And I saw like another design being shown where like he had like a cape, like kind of like the Bobbity cape or whatever, or like the Dabuda cape. That actually looked raw as fuck. Like when you throw on the drip on the character with the cape, like it's fire, bro. Like get Piccolo's cape and throw that shit on. Like you saw Piccolo, he's always like asking people, no, he wants people to see him, right? He'd be asking them like, hey, give me a compliment for this shit that I be wearing. Like he's all stanced up and shit. He comes through after, you know, in the Broly movie and like every battle or whatever, and he'd just be like stanced up. He'd be like, yo, look at this shit I got on, right? He's like, you're looking pretty good, right? You're like, I look hot, right? Yes, yeah, bro, put it on, put that shit on. He got that shit on, right? So yeah, again, comment down below. Let me know your thoughts and opinions. I just wanted to go over this villain and everything. Again, at the end of the day, I think the design is fine. I don't have a problem with it. I'm excited to see just a brand new villain in action, and like things are picking up in Daima, and Daima's just peak right now. Like I'm loving every episode. It's so fun. It's just enjoyable to watch, and it's like I usually binge watch a lot of anime that I'm like really into. I'll wait for it to like fully air and then I'll watch the shit out of it. But like I've really just been enjoying every single week getting a nice like 20 to 30 minutes of my Dragon Ball fix, right? Like it's amazing, man. Life is great. Life is great. All right. Drop a like, subscribe here on the channel, ring my notification bell, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.
This is Broly, and you are watching SLOplays. Make sure to subscribe, or else I'll destroy your entire planet.